Hi guys, this is Dr. Pritesh Singh, your surgery faculty, and with me is Dr. Jui, who secured rank 7 in NEET PG 2023. Congratulations, Jui, for this wonderful rank. Many congratulations to you and your family. Please tell us something about yourself, about your journey, and about your preparation strategy.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, I am Dr. Jui Nigudkar. I've done my MBBS from SET GS Medical College and KEM Hospital in Mumbai, and this was my first attempt. I was doing my internship. I still have some few months to go to finish my internship, and yeah, so this was a very unexpected result for me, as I have realized that everybody else who is in the top 10 ranks and who have done really well were expecting this result from their previous success in the practice tests and all the grand tests. But I'm the odd man out. I was not expecting this at all because I had never scored even a 2-digit rank in any test before this. So this was a very unexpected result for me. And yeah, it's very surprising and still very unbelievable for me.
But you must be putting so much of hard work because the rank is, reflection of your hard work, discipline.
Yes, sir. I worked hard, but I think luck was on my side this time.
Okay. So when did you start your preparation?
So I actually started watching videos and taking down notes in my third minor year. So when lockdown and all was happening, back then I started watching lectures and a majority of videos and notes writing, all that stuff I finished majority in third minor year itself.
Right.
And in internship year, I started reading and revising the notes as well as solving MCQs. So that preparation started once internship began.
So you utilize your lockdown time for, preparation, just the beginning
Yes.
of the preparation. You prepared everything, every stuff. So at the end, you can revise everything, right?
Yes.
So how you manage your final year exam? Because in final year, everybody is having this kind of fear that he should focus on university exams or he should focus on MCQ solving or NEET PG preparation. So how did you do that?
So in final year, sir, I was completely detached from the NEET PG preparation. I was also like everybody else, very because we had only 9 months. Our batch had only 9 months for final year because of COVID and the shift in all the schedule. So
Right.
I only focused on doing the final year subjects and reading the textbooks, reading final year exam related content only. So I was not paying a lot of attention to doing MCQs or reading my MCQ notes per se. I only started this preparation after my final year results came out and last year in May. So that I started once internship began.
Okay. I took many interviews in which students were suggesting that there should be a single source of preparation. So you were also telling कि सर notes बनाना है तो उसमें एक ही notes मेरा होना चाहिए so that at the end I should be looking that notes only for the revision. So what should be the advice for the students, because some of the students are jumping from one book to another book, one notes to another notes. So what is your perspective on that?
Yes, sir. So in the beginning, I spoke to a lot of seniors in my college who had done well in the exam. And this is the number one advice I got from them as well, that you have to stop doubting the source you are using. You have to stick to it and you have to believe in it and you have to continue revising from the same source. And there are times when we will resort to using notes from different sources. But then for that particular subject, if you're using a different note, like any different source, any different class, I think you should stick to one source for each subject.
Right.
That subject source should not keep changing. So you can still have some diversity, but not within the subject. For
Right.
different subjects, you may use different sources, but that subject you should solely be doing from one particular source. That's what I did.
Okay. Second thing is that some of the students are doing this kind of thing, that they have a written plan for next day, written plan for next week. So you were also having similar things?
Yes, so I am a big planner. I like to sit at the beginning of the month. I like to plan my months in advance, and yeah, that's what I ended up doing. And I used to try and follow the plan as much as I could, but because of internship, obviously it used to misalign a bit. So I used to end up skipping one entire subject because of the lack of time.
Right.
But it's necessary to have some sort of action plan in front of you to follow it, because then every morning you're getting up and you're wondering what to study now, then that is a bit stressful. So to remove that additional stress of having to come up with a new plan every day, I think it's good to plan your week in advance or your month or the next 14 days in advance.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Third thing, how to divide the time. I mean, suppose you have 8 hours or 10 hours. So how we should divide that? Suppose we are getting up from the bed, or we are taking some rest, and after taking rest, what to do? We should start active learning. We should start watching videos or solving MCQs. How you manage that?
Yes, sir. So I kept the MCQ solving bit of my day. In the initial months when I was having a lot of internship work to do, I was keeping the MCQ solving bit to be done when I was in hospital, in between the two works, or in during your lunch break, or during or small breaks which you get throughout the day. I kept the MCQ solving part for that. And when I was at home or when I was in the library, I was trying to give that time dedicatedly to only reading notes, because that is only when your brain is completely active and alert and you can actually absorb the information. MCQs is like you're putting your knowledge to use, so you can do it anytime and it will still be fresh in your mind. If you are doing it while walking around or while doing something else, you can multitask.
Right.
And I always found that doing multiple subjects in a day was useful for me. So towards the end, especially when I was doing revision after finishing my first reading, I was doing like two major subjects in one day along with one short subject. So I was doing multiple subjects in a day to cut down on the monotony of reading the same thing over and over. And so
Right.
I would stay interested in what I'm actually reading.
Okay. So three things I got from this interaction. One, that application of knowledge can be done anytime. Means you can solve MCQ anytime whenever you are free. You are getting a patient for ultrasound, you are waiting there, you can do it.
Yes.
During break time, you can do it. But absorption of knowledge should be done whenever your brain is ready to absorb the knowledge. Means whenever you are active, alert, and at ease. Clear?
Yes, sir.
And third, we should avoid monotony. So we should couple major subjects with minor subjects. At least we should study two subjects. Clear? Another thing, how we should plan revision, because some of the students are having this kind of thought that they should finish the syllabus first and then they should start the revision. Or revision is an ongoing process. If you are studying 6 hours for uh, actively the theory part, then 2 to 3 hours should be devoted for the revision. So what should be the strategy?
Yes. So I started doing my first reading properly around beginning of June last year. That's when my internship also started. And initially, I was only reading, only doing like dedicated reading. So not doing revision along with it, because I was afraid that I would not be able to finish
Complete.
everything on time. So I was trying to finish the subjects, first reading of all the subjects. Then as I got closer to the end of last year, that is around November, I spoke to a few seniors and my friends, colleagues, and then I realized that I also need to be doing revisions, because revisions doing the revision is what will help me in the exam. Not reading everything for the first time, but reading the same thing multiple times.
Right.
So then, even though I had not like I had a half about I had about 4 to 5 minor subjects and two major subjects left to read for the first time at November. So what I started doing was I took one subject which I was reading for the first time, and along with that, something which I had read in June, that is 2 to 3 months ago, and I started revising that and reading one new subject. So both these things I was trying to do together, so
Right.
that I could also go ahead with my revision and also finish the subjects which I have not read ever.
Right.
So I coupled those both things together, and in January, after half of the month was over, I started doing dedicated revision. Whatever I had not read ever, like some subjects like radiology or medicine. Like I had some subjects which I did not get time to read. So then I said that I will trust my instincts. I will trust my basic knowledge from final year for these subjects, and I will not do them for now. I will only revise what I have done till now, so that I those efforts will at least pay off
Right.
instead of running after what I have not been able to do.
Right. And how frequently you are doing, or you are attending GTs, or you are solving MCQs? So how many MCQs a student should solve, and how frequently a student should go for the GTs?
Yes, sir. So I think initially when you're starting out, so for example, my junior batch right now, when they will be starting after final year, I think now then the frequency of GT solving should be at least one every 2 weeks, because initially you don't have that much knowledge, but you need to test yourself simultaneously. So every 2 weeks, I have given one GT every 2 weeks for the last entire year. And as I came close, like from January onwards, I started giving one GT every week. And then I was trying to give two GTs in a 1 week. And this I continued till half of February. So, and these GTs, when I was giving so many GTs, obviously I did not have time to also do MCQs apart from this. But then I was doing 200 MCQs, and then I was also reviewing them. So it was as good
Okay.
as doing 200 MCQs in over a span of 3 days. So I
Right.
think that effort was just as good as solving MCQs separately.
Okay. Another thing is, because most of the toppers are freshers, right? So they must have a very good balance of, doing duties in internship and studies, because you are exhausted also, both mentally and physically, because toxic seniors are there. The people are going to throw their frustration also. So you have to manage that also. So how this balance a student should maintain?
Yes, sir. So one thing which I really was blessed with was with amazing friends, supportive colleagues. So when everybody around you is preparing with the equal intensity and dedication, it motivates you, and you are not thinking, "ठीक है, this year I will not give. I will." Like, I was motivated by everybody around me. Almost everyone in my batch in college was really preparing very with a lot of dedication, and it really motivated me. And also, yes, sometimes there was some toxicity at work, but most of the times I also got good guidance from my seniors, from the residents with whom I was working. And at the end of the day, when you're tired after the internship work, you have to know what to do. You have to rest and you have to get back to it.
Right.
There are times when we will see others going out and having fun in this one last year of college,
Right.
because that's the last year we get with friends. But then it's easy to get tempted by that. But we have to remember that we just have to come, get done with your work, take some rest, because that rest is very important for your mental state and to get back into working and absorbing all that knowledge. So I think after doing the work, you have to keep that, whatever you were involved in
Toxicity
that,
around,
in the
yes,
hospital
away
work,
from
you have
this.
to put that away. You have to take some rest, and then you have to focus on what is in front of you and what you want to do. And I think you have to set a goal right from the beginning of the year, no matter how unrealistic it is.
Right.
Like, I had set a rank in my mind which was nowhere close to this what I actually ended up getting. It was something much lower, but I set it in my mind, and I thought that I'm going to work towards this even if I don't get it. And that's right from the beginning of the year. That's what motivated me. So yeah, you have to decide and work towards it no matter what the circumstances are.
Right. So whatever I got, let's summarize. First, there should be single source of study per subject. Single source. You should stick to that particular single source. Second, you should be having a written plan in advance. At least the plan should be for one day. And the better is if you have a weekly plan. Third, there are two kinds of learning. So if application of knowledge is there, whenever you are free, you should use that. Means you can do the MCQ solving, or quickly you can go through your notes or something like that. But active absorption of knowledge, whenever you are awake, alert, tension free, sitting in a good environment like library, you should focus on theory. And about revision, you said that first you should try to complete most of the subjects, not all. Even if 13, 14 subjects are completed, then also it's fine. And then simultaneously you start the revision. There should not be any monotony. That's why you should, couple a major subject with minor subject. And regarding internship, obviously, since people are having time, so on weekends your friends are going away, so we are tempted by that. But you should be having a written focused plan also, that I should be achieving this rank, I should be getting this rank, and means your dream branch and dream college as well as your rank should be pasted on the wall, so that if you are looking at that, you have some kind of motivation that no, I'm going to achieve that. And in internship, you should be having some kind of supporting colleagues also, supporting seniors also. And if you have a group of good friends, so take advice from that, remove the negativity from yourself, and just focus into studies. Okay, Jui. So at last, what's the carry home message for the students? Whatever you want to advise to the students who are preparing for NEET PG or the coming INI-CET.
My carry home message is, sir, that I know this is very cheesy and cliche. Everybody says this, but literally nothing is impossible.
Right.
As somebody who never even got a 2-digit rank in any test which I'd ever given, from that to getting this rank in the final exam, it was quite, which it seemed impossible, but it has happened. So if you to be in the top 10 in a top 10 AIR, and if you're feeling that that is so impossible, it's something I will never achieve, I think that mindset should be completely removed, because anything is possible, and you just have to make a systematic plan and stick to it, because this exam is totally achievable with hard work. You don't have to be some genius who has always done good at college quizzes and who has always topped in all university exams. You can be a mediocre student, and still with that hard work and dedication, you can still ace this exam. So yeah, it's doable, and you should aim for high ranks and you should achieve it. Yes, sir.
So follow the process and have that dream result in your brain, and follow the process, enjoy the process, keep studying, keep working hard. Definitely you're going to achieve your goal. So this is the message from Dr. Jui. Congratulations, Jui, once again for this wonderful rank. And definitely students are going to get lots and lots of good things from this amazing interaction. Okay.
Thank you so
Back
much,
to you.
sir. Thank you, sir. It was an honor speaking to you, sir.
Subscribe and press the bell icon so you never miss an update from PrepLadder. Subscribe and press